and my personal favorite part of it is the community.
Yeah, that's great. And we also have Kendrick, who is in charge of our socials. If you want to say a bit more about yourself.
Yeah, hey guys. Pretty sure I've seen a lot of you guys in the chat. I'm excited to see you here. Kendrick, by trade, I'm a pilot, so I do that as my day job, but in the background and now becoming something I'm just becoming more and more passionate about is community building and managing and like Fluff says for Cranky Critters, trying to strategize the socials and create more awareness around the Cranky Critters, and I'm very excited.
Yeah, we also have Sneaks and Geeks with us. He came on board a few weeks ago after I was in a Twitter space with him, and I thought he was such an amazing host that I wanted to ask him to join our team. So if you want to say a bit about yourself, Sneaks? Or not. No, I think he got rugged again. That happens sometimes. Oh, there he goes. Okay. I'm sure he'll do that when he's back. Rune and Arno, is there something that I forgot to mention about you guys? Because I started to introduce you, but maybe you wanted to say something about yourselves as well.
No, apparently we can't introduce ourselves, so just go ahead.
No, I thought, I would just quickly go over everyone and then realized, I wasn't completely comfortable explaining what the other people do because I wasn't sure. Um, so yeah,
Can you
if
guys
you,
hear me?
yeah, I can hear you, Sneaks.
Okay, just making sure. I could go ahead. I didn't want to interrupt.
No, go ahead, if you want to tell us a bit about yourself.
Sorry, guys. I don't know for whatever reason when I'm on a town hall on Discord for a while and I don't talk, it just kind of mutes my mic. But yeah, quick intro about myself. Yeah, I guess a lot of you guys don't even know this yet, but yeah, by day I work as it's an analyst role. I just send supplies to different state departments. And so kind of like desk supplies or PPE supplies like face masks. But when I'm not doing that, I am here hosting spaces in the Discord. I was happily sniped, like Flup said, from a different project, and I've been happily here ever since. Thanks, guys.
Glad to have you. So yeah, Arno, Rune, anything you wanted to add to that? Because I didn't say a lot about your background, Rune, for example.
I think Arno and Arno and myself proved ourselves. Arno with the art and me through this movement.
That's a very
So
good
it's pretty clear what we do in this group.
Yeah, definitely. Well, if anyone still has any questions, about us, the team, or to anyone specifically, always feel free to ask later. Yeah.
So just quickly before we get into what Rune wanted to bring up, I just wanted to go back over the concept of the town hall for anybody who hasn't been around to one before or hasn't been around to one of ours. Town hall is a weekly meeting. It gives us some time to connect with the community, to share updates about what we've each been up to, what's next for the project, some big news like that, and then it also gives us a chance to answer questions in a public forum on the spot, and then open up, like I said, to just general conversation. It's a really great way to connect and just make sure that we all know what's going on. So Rune, I believe you had
Yeah.
something you wanted to discuss.
Yeah. Quickly get this out of the way because it's already been spoken about in the announcements, but we just wanted to address the hack, air quote, quote unquote hack of today. One of our mods got compromised and was allowed to post in announcements. So two things went wrong there. One, our mods shouldn't be allowed to post announcements. We fixed that. And two, our mods shouldn't get compromised in the first place. Now, we all love Huggy. We don't blame him. He was added to the team quite late, and I should have taken a little bit more time to onboard him and train him in all the potential scams. So from now on, we'll have, when we add people, we'll add them as junior mods until they get properly trained. We found some tests and exams they can do to train as a proper mod, and then they can get promoted to proper mods. So that's how we will avoid this in the future. All the people who got scammed, which were 2 people, got refunded. And yeah, shout out to Arno for his quick intervention. I think the fake links were up for less than 90 seconds. So yeah, quick interventions helped. Not a lot of people got scammed, and those who did were addressed. Still, this was on us, and we will do better in the future. Anything I forgot to mention, Nature?
No, that sounds great. I will add, though, that as a result of this, we'll be updating some of the information found in the new to NFTs section of the channel. We've also updated our scam command with Angry Bob, and we'll be putting together a guide to be able to help educate anybody that comes on as a partial, full team member in any capacity. Our security is definitely number one. So yeah, thank you for bringing that back up. I would like to move along to share some major points with the roadmap moving forwards. I feel like with everything that happened with the mint, it would just be useful to let people know sort of what's next in line. And that'll sort of be a good precursor to talk about the things that we've each been up to in the past week. So I definitely want to mention that our next priorities involve the OG Critter Passes, as well as the Battle Royale event with the Mega Cranks. Those are the next 2 things that we have in our sights to be able to announce to you and then ultimately deliver. So look for some announcements coming out very soon on this. Also, I will be posting this in the muted chat just for reference while we continue to talk. But we've got a really nice visual summary of the roadmap in the next few months. And that's going to be a great tool for people to stay connected to what we've been up to. So I'm posting that in muted chat right now. I'll also stick it in the general chat for anybody who prefers to be there. And just know that if ever you go to the roadmap channel on our server, you can find this anytime you'd like. Just moving right off of that point, I'd like to get into what we've each been up to this week. And Rune, I was hoping that we could start with you.
So yeah, I've been deploying a smart contract, following the website, and making sure everything went smooth. And I'm very proud that it did. A couple of hanging transactions, but those were based purely on high gas or gas spikes. So pretty proud of that. And yeah, then the reveal, little background information. I had everything loaded up 2 weeks before reveal. But then last minute, some trades got added. The now world famous nipple clamps and the emo hair. So I had to re-upload everything, re-roll the critters, etc. And the upload had still needed to happen. And frankly, we were very surprised we sold out that fast. So the first thing we did after it sold out was, oh fuck, I still have to do the upload. But everything was fine. Reveal also went smooth except for OpenSea being very slow. Thank God for those rarity sniffers, so everyone could see their critters. So what I'll be doing next week is working on the Critter Pass and the backend for the Battle Royale. So everyone can burn their critters in 4 to 5 weeks.
Very nice. I know everybody's looking forward to the Mega Cranks, maybe even more so than we initially thought. It's going to be interesting.
I just saw a question about the Megas. We'll address this further in Q&A, but that is also something I'll be doing next week. We'll be discussing how we'll avoid the first come, first serve, because one thing got very clear, there's much higher interest than we first anticipated for the Mega Cranks. So we will be doing something else than first come, first serve.
Oh, I'm sure a lot of the community will be relieved to hear this. I know that there's a lot of interest going around right now, so very happy to hear that.
Yeah, we can't announce yet what it will be. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
Yeah, we can announce what it will be because we still have to decide. We'll decide this weekend, and as soon as we have something firmly set, we will announce what it will be.
Definitely. You're always all within minutes of us knowing exactly, and we want to let you know as soon as possible. I'll move on to Arno and find out what Arno's been up to for this past week.
I've just been staring at the Discord chat every second of every day for an excuse to kick Huggy Bear, and I'm glad I finally found one. No, I've been drawing. I've been working on the Mega Cranks. I've been busy in the Discord and stuff too. But yeah, mainly Mega Cranks, some more flowchart stuff for the board game, some more potential card designs for the board game. I'm sure those will find their way into sneak peeks soon-ish, probably. But yeah, same old, same old. I'm just drawing. As long as I'm drawing, everything's going okay.
Nice. It's actually been a minute since we had a sneak peek. Everybody got the ultimate sneak peek, or sneak reveal, I should say. So definitely great to hear. I like that. And just a little bit of foreshadowing too. If anybody's been curious to watch Arno do his thing, we can say without anything official that the sellout event might cater to that. So definitely stay tuned. So I'll move right along and ask Fluff what you've been up to for the past week.
Yes. Well, right before Mint, we were finally able to finish the registration for the company. The people that were here before, they already knew we were going to found the company before launch because, this was something that we were going to go ahead with regardless of how Mint went. And we wanted to show our community that. We wanted, to also show like this is not going to be a rug pull for sure. So we founded the company, and that was finished on Friday. So that was like a kind of celebration because it was like a long process. It took a few weeks. It's a private business. It's located in Belgium. It's called Cranky Critters BV, and yeah, I'm excited, to start a business. Um, Something else that I've been up to obviously is the launch, managing the Discord, seeing that I reply to all the questions, and also you might have seen list us on Nifty Gateway. We now have our collection, our verified collection on Nifty Gateway. I know a lot of people use OpenSea, and that's perfectly fine. You can use whatever you want. But Nifty Gateway is pretty interesting because they allow a gasless transfer if it's between Nifty Gateway users, meaning that if you have a Cranky Critter and you list it on Nifty Gateway, someone can buy it on Nifty Gateway without gas. So I know, gas has been screwing us over for the past few days. I'm really happy with the volume that we still have despite this stupid gas. But I know a lot of people are looking at it, and Nifty Gateway does provide a way to avoid that gas. So I do recommend checking it out, looking into it. They have a very good FAQ section on how it actually works. It's very complicated. I had to read it a few times. If anyone has any questions about it, I can say that I'm pretty confident now and I can explain what it's about. So definitely ready to address any questions you have regarding that. I know a few people have used it already. I saw some remarks in the chat and they said it went really smooth. Everything is really clear. So that's nice. Nifty Gateway has a very good reputation. I think a better one than OpenSea. I don't think OpenSea has a very good reputation. It's just the biggest one. So yeah, I'm excited that we were able to list on there because not everyone can actually get listed on there. And they reached out to us, which was really cool. And yeah, another thing that we have been doing is establishing some partnerships, some long-term partnerships. I've been reaching out to several communities that I feel share the same values as us, and can definitely um, I can see us do some events with, or some collaborations with. A lot of fun stuff, in the future. I think, the one that everyone heard of the most, I think, is Kumo World. We established a long-term partnership with them. I'm not going to spoil anything yet because obviously it's a lot more fun if there's surprises. I just wanted to mention that we did establish a partnership with them, and there's going to be fun things. And we also established partnerships with Society of the Hourglass and Dorkies, and also kind of with Top Dog Beach Club. So definitely looking forward to doing more in that regard. I think that's all of them for now.
Awesome. Yeah, that's a lot of exciting news. I'm interested to see some more of these collabs you're talking about in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely. Sorry if I just wanted to say, like, my next
yeah.
priority is definitely, reaching out to some more established communities. Now that we launched and we had a very fast sellout and we have a vibrant community, I'm hoping that, this time they might want to listen to what I have to say, and we can get, some more exciting collabs going or some more exciting partnerships going. That would be really cool, because it would be really nice if we could, bring more value to the holders that way. And another thing that I will be looking at is the merch. I'm going to start looking at the merch.
Nice. There's a lot of people asking about merch in the chat, so that's exciting. So speaking of registration, Kendrick was working, I know, a lot this week with getting us up on the Rarity Tools site, etc. Kendrick, I was wondering if you could share a bit of what else you've been up to this week.
Yeah, we obviously made a splash on our on mint day and the success of the early week. So we reached out to Sniper, a Rarity Sniper, and Rarity Tools, and they instantly, almost within a few minutes, reached back out to us, and we were able to quickly launch and get our the collection's rarities kind of in an official format. Now, of course, you can query the rarities on both platforms. So, in conjunction with that, I'm going to kind of just as we go along, I'm kind of inspecting the collection and taking some notes. So I'm doing what I can to help out and give you guys some alpha of what I see. So a few times a day, some of you guys in the chat will see. I'm not going to like ping anybody for this stuff, but keep an eye out. I'll try to post things that I think are good gems around that at a good price point. Obviously, not in financial advice. So trying to help people out to understand the collection and see, help you guys see what you like and what you prefer. But that's one of the things earlier on the week I was working on. Last night, I was working on organizing the socials. So, two things you guys can do to help the project and help each other out and the community at large. Go to the Cranky Critters Twitter page and then click that bell notification at the top, and you'll get notified anytime we post. So, that'll be huge for just kind of continuing creating awareness around the project and the brand on Twitter. And the second thing, what we did last night is we put together a link tree. So a lot of people are asking, what other social media platforms are you on? Well, we're on pretty much all of them. So if you go on the link tree, it has a link to every single one of the social media platforms that we're on. So you can go ahead and click on that. And it's just like in Discord when you go to official links. We'll try to create a link in there too that basically gives you access to all of the links, including Nifty Gateway, Looks Rare, OpenSea, so people can easily access those platforms. So we've been doing a little bit of that. And the last thing is trying to reignite. I've fallen behind a little bit on doling out XP for folks. For those that aren't aware, XP is garnered by hanging out in the chat and mostly by attending events like these. So everybody that has a role right now for attending this event will receive XP. And I think Fluff mentioned earlier, those that have XP, those will be able to be used to like purchase prizes and types of things for holders as well. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been working on.
Very nice. I like that you included how the community can help us out too. It doesn't take much to share something like that on socials if you feel like it, but it definitely means a lot for our exposure. So definitely a great note there. Just before I get to what I've been up to this week, I wanted to see Sneaks, our masterful conversationalist, what you've been up to on Twitter, maybe what's coming up for the rest of the week.
Yes, yes. Does my mic still work?
Absolutely.
Perfect. Cool. Yeah, guys. So what I have been up to is reaching out to other projects, similar to what Fluff was saying, to have them on our Critter Convo sessions. And this is not only to just learn about other projects, but also in hopes of creating relationships and collaborations with projects that we have similar views with, or that can help us out and we can help them out in a mutual respect. Now that we are a little bit more well known, I'm going to start focusing on some projects that are also more well known. But if you guys know projects that you guys are fans of or that you are looking forward to, definitely let me know, and I can reach out to them and have them on our space. But the overall goal is to create relationships and collaborations. And also, since we can't always have events going on at every moment of the day, these Critter Convos are just a method to continue to have eyes on our project and make it engaging at the same time.
I love it. Absolutely love it. I really think that the collaborative aspect of inter-community engagement and stuff is great. It's a lot of the way I find out about new projects is in these like little alpha channels and stuff in a Discord, or by the word of somebody who I've come to trust just by hanging out with them in a Discord. So I definitely feel that. So I'll just get into what I've been up to for the past week a little bit. Last week I was focused on the new to NFTs section with that little video on the mint process. I was also focused on doing some of the past mod brawls, including the trivia night that we had. That was part of a three-part series of mod brawls hosted in each of the three Discord communities participating. That's Society of the Hourglass, Dorkies, and ourselves. I love all the support that we got from our critters. We didn't get them this time, but we'll definitely get them next time. Um, Apart from that, my next priority is on the updated guide, like I mentioned before, for security. Really just trying to include more keywords and some of these techniques that scammers are using to try to take advantage of people. Shameful, so we'd like to prevent that if possible. Also, I've been working up the sellout event. So more to come soon, but I'm really, really excited for that. Anybody who missed out on the announcement the other day, we sold 100% of the project, which means that we promised a sellout event. So this is going to be a 5-day event starting over the weekend, and the prizes will total, I believe, in the neighborhood of 5 ETH. So definitely stay tuned for those. They're going to be for holders, and we're really, really excited to celebrate with everybody, continuing on from the week into the weekend and moving forwards. And also, my last thing too I'll mention is I'm thinking up of a way to be able to organize bigger and bigger game nights. You know, we started off with humble beginnings. We couldn't even fill but we didn't fill a Settlers of Catan game. And now we're playing in shifts on Jackbox games with 10, 12 person lobbies. So I definitely want to figure out a way that we can all still connect and have fun together every week. So more news to come on that. That's a summary of what I've been up to. I'm really glad to hear everything coming from the team. I hope everybody's excited about what we've been working on. And without much further ado, I think I will be transitioning over to the Ask Me Anything event. And so, again, I'll quickly remind everybody, the Townhall questions channel is where I'll be referring to for questions. So please try to place them there, and I'll get to them in order.
And before
Does any...
nature starts, I
Yeah.
want to intervene. Sorry, I just want to say, especially for the new people, that you know our infographic roadmap is really cool. But our roadmap on the website has a lot more information. You know, if you're looking for more information, that's definitely a good read. And also we have a Medium set up with a bunch of articles. There's an article about the battle royale that really goes in depth of what we were planning, things about the mechanic. There's an article about the OG critter passes. I know there's been a lot of questions, and people don't really seem especially the new people don't know what it is, obviously, because it was given out to people that were here before when we were still building. But yeah, those are definitely interesting reads if you want to know more about those.
Definitely. So let's get our first question lined up. Very excited for this. Okay, Hobbsy, love you, man. We've got a bunch of questions coming from Hobbsy. I'm going to go through those in order because they're very well formatted out. First question: what was the first thing we did upon finding out about sellout, and how did we celebrate, or are we planning to?
I think most of
So,
us had a slight panic attack.
Definitely.
Yeah, Rune came down from the stairs because he was upstairs, and it wasn't sold out when he left. And then when he got down, it was sold out. So I told him like it's sold out, and he was like, "No." So I think very unbelievable. Yeah, I think it still has to sink in even now. Um, when I think about it too much, I kind of get like a panic attack. So I have to take it in, gently.
Yeah, it was an insanely surreal experience.
yeah, I was working for my day job, so I set a public sale on active, and I continued working for my day job. And I was like, oh, well, the first 2,000 went by pretty quick, and then it was a bit slower till 3,000. I was like, maybe I want to be downstairs to party with the rest of the company. And when I got downstairs, because I have to pass a sleeping kit from my desk to my to Fluff's desk, there's a sleeping kit in between, so I had to be very quiet and stealthy. By the time I got there, it was sold out. It was like we couldn't believe it.
No, it all
Yeah,
happened so fast.
I do
yeah,
want to.
and then I was
Sorry.
so happy, and then immediately the panic set for, oh shit, this means we have to reveal in 24 hours. Let's get that metadata uploaded again.
Yeah, that was a fun bit of conversation in the mod chat for sure.
Yeah, no one
Yeah,
expected it.
because
It was so unexpected. We were not prepared, actually.
Speaking of not being prepared, I was actually in the middle of showing two of my work friends how to get set up on MetaMask and send ETH over and stuff to get in on the critters, and the number was hovering just under 4,000 at that point, and anyway, halfway along the process for both of them, I refreshed the page and it said sold out. I almost didn't believe it. I had to go into the mod chat to make sure it had happened that way because it was down to the wire. So exciting. As far as celebrating
so
goes, I don't know. I haven't officially done anything to celebrate, but I've definitely been feeling really good in the past couple of days.
Yeah, we're having a founders meeting on Saturday, so I'm assuming we'll kind of celebrate over the internet.
Yeah, I think we were talking about setting something up in the weekend because obviously the people from the team and our mods were, all from all over the world. Our time zones are very different, and the weekend seemed like the only realistic time frame that would work for everyone. So we're looking into something Saturday. We would maybe get together here on Discord or something, and then kind of celebrate that way. Um, yeah, definitely still planning to.
Great. Just wanted to make sure if anybody had anything else they wanted to add before I move to the next question.
yeah, just
And
maybe a small thing.
yeah,
Um, so when we say we were not prepared, we were expecting them because with the growth and excitement we saw in the community, really made us believe we would sell out, but we expected it to be a slow sell. Like the first 2,000 on the first night, then some slowing down, and then some announcements getting us all the way to 6,000. That was our original plan. So our original goal was 25%. So when we reached that, we were very happy. And then our following goal was to sell out completely. And then our third goal was reaching 2,000 holders. And we reached all of those 3 goals within 24 hours instead of 2 weeks. It's really been an amazing week. So not only sellouts, also getting these in so much people, different people hands. It's really making us very happy.
Very well said. Very well said. So I guess coming off of the sort of mention of the super quick sellout, Hobbsy asked if that would change anything on the roadmap. Would we look to make any additions, or would we discuss maybe changes in timeline?
There were a couple of items we added to the roadmap, like the digital version and the metaverse expansion. Not board game expansion, us expanding into the metaverse. That we added at a later time, which would depend on sellout and success of the thing. So these are looking very approachable now. So that pretty much answers this. So we can get on that sooner than expected. Obviously,
Nice.
we can't announce any dates or promises yet, but that was one of the conditions for those to get into effect more quickly. But first priority will always be the physical board game first.
Definitely. It's almost as though these questions are ordered in order of how convenient they are to answer. So, talking about going into the metaverse and expanding into digital realm, that would definitely take some expertise. Hobbsy asks next if we're looking to expand the team now that we've sold out, and if there's anything we can share on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fluff,
Go
go ahead.
No, you can do it.
Oh yeah, there's one thing I'm in talks with a front-end developer for the Battle Royale, because I'm mostly a back-end developer. I know I get compliments on the website, but that's a pretty easy static website.
And also,
Once
I
the
did
Battle
it
Royale
also.
to look. What?
I helped also with the design.
Yeah, the design, I developed it.
I know.
Design is easy. I'll take a picture of the design you show me, and we will compare it to the actual result.
Okay.
Putting on blast.
So next Townhall we'll talk about the divorce. No.
Not even married yet.
So I'm talking with a front-end developer, and of course, Sandbox is completely new to us, and we have no experience with that. So when we're going into that, we'll definitely have to hire someone. But no names yet. We're looking at some people, but this is all very, very early, so can't really drop any names yet.
Understood. Moving into the next question, which I think I can answer briefly. Merch, any updates? It's been really busy for all of us, but he needs some merch. Fluff mentioned that she'd be working on that moving forwards. Nothing official yet, but just know that we're working on it because we all know your love of merch and the community's love of merch at large. I know that Arno's done some pretty cool stuff in the past, so you're not going to be looking at anything lame in our store.
I'm just gonna rehash the old designs, so just expect like a bunch of Metallica shirts and stuff. Nothing Cranky Critters related.
You're just offloading your stock.
Yeah, just the stuff that didn't sell. No, yeah, we're working on merch. We're not gonna we don't want to tease too many dates and stuff, because then people just start spamming and counting down to something. We want to keep the hype going, so just know it's gonna be here fairly soon. But not like tomorrow, but fairly soon. But yeah, we're working on it, and it's gonna be cool.
Awesome. So we kind of touched on this briefly. Just I guess we can get a bigger picture. He wants to also know what the focus for the team is for the next week/month. We discussed the OG passes and the battle royale being our next focus. So that's definitely going to be heavy on the agenda. But I can also imagine that we'll be starting to work a little bit on the board game build side of things and work towards sharing some sneak peeks of the early process. If anybody else has anything to add before we move on, definitely go ahead.
No, I think that pretty much summed up what we're working on. It's a very long process to make a board game, and like Rune already said, like we were expecting to sell out, but we weren't expecting to sell out in 45 minutes. So now it's like now we need to like we're taking this first week to like rebalance the whole community thing. That's why we're all being so active, because we like hanging out with you guys. So we're kind of like enjoying the moment, but we're also working, and yeah, we need to like readjust the speed of everything because now everything moved up a little because we sold out so fast. So yeah,
Yeah, we
Kicking
kind
it
of
into
have to
next year.
get together and make a schedule and see who's
yeah,
gonna focus on what and make that a well-oiled machine. But like Rune said before, the physical board game is top priority. So
Great. So the excitement for us and the project has been next level in the past week. What's our plan with marketing, and can this be maintained for the project? Slash, does it need to be? Great question.
well, we don't really have anybody on the team that's good at marketing, so that no,
Shots fired.
I'll leave this to the 3 marketing people we have.
yeah, that's
I'll go first.
yeah. Go
Oh,
ahead. Go ahead.
you want to go? Okay, on my part, because we all have our own approaches, we kind of divide and conquer. For me, kind of going off of what I mentioned earlier, now that we have a buzz and our name has been solidified as a top tier project, my goal is to reach out to other top tier projects and not only invite them over to spaces, but also hope to kind of cross collab and have either whatever ideas we can come up with collaborations. But yes, we're going to continue reaching out to projects. That's something I pretty much do 24/7. Is just reaching out to other well-known projects.
Yeah, I think that's a big focus for us going forward. Because the NFT space is still such a niche community, and I think as you can build those connections and you can lift each other up. I think that's a big part of what it is about, and we're definitely looking forward to doing that. Apart from focusing on possible collabs, I kind of want to make sure that there's always something to do. Um, kind of to focus on that part of your question, like can this level be maintained for the project? I don't think so, because it's launch week. Everyone's super hyped. I mean, if you go into any Discord of any project you're in, obviously, when things come out, when things release, there's a lot of hype, there's a lot of momentum, people are excited. Um, and it's not that it dies down, but it normalizes. That's kind of what Arno said before. We're taking this week to kind of get into the swing of the community, make sure things normalize, and we can get back to our events. And our events are going to be a big part of what we're going to do, because we have a lot of you know um, fun events planned. We want to do community brawls where the Cranky Critters brawl another community, and we could have cool NFT prizes. And also POAPs for attendance and stuff. So I think that's also going to be something that I want to focus on. I want I want people to come in here and have something to do, basically. So whether it's a contest, or a collab, or a giveaway, or it's a merge drop, or whatever, or an airdrop. I wanna make a schedule of the next few weeks, the next few months, and how we can fill that with value to holders.
Awesome. That's a very, very in-depth answer. I like that a lot. Okay, so moving on to the next question. The mega cranks seem to be very popular. I think we've actually answered this one. It's over a month away. Can we have any discussion about the mechanics? Rune said at the start of the town hall that the first come, first serve side of things is definitely something we need to take another look at. There's lots and lots of interest, so we want to make sure that there's some semblance of fairness when it comes to um, everybody being able to get a shot at one. So definitely more to come on that, especially as we move closer to when that is going to be happening, which is about 4 or 5 weeks out. Any further discussions / ideas for any in real life events?
Yeah. We're buying tickets for NFT NYC, so we're definitely going there. I also requested to be a speaker, but I don't think they're gonna take me. But you never know. So I tried. But we have it's kind of been an ambition of ours to attend Spiel as well. Which is known for its games. And yeah, am I forgetting something, guys?
Those are the big ones that I'm aware of right now.
I'm gonna
Very
see Rune
excited.
and Fluff for dinner next Sunday, so that's nice.
Yeah, we're actually we're going to NFT NYC with the team. We're treating our team and mods to a trip there, kind of as a thank you for all the hard work. And we want to meet up there. And I think that's also something that we definitely want to do with the community. Um, look into ways to meet you guys for real or organize Cranky Critter events. We could do that, when it's like Spiel or when it's NFT NYC or another event. Get together with the people that go there and do something fun. There's definitely plans to do some in real life events.
Very much looking forward to those. Connecting with people on the digital level and in the real life, or the meat space, as one of our own likes to say.
Yeah.
Finally, I just wanted to share what Hobbsy ended off with. The way the community was built, he believes it has a very strong foundation and is genuine, and wants to know if there's anything that they can do to support.
Ask more questions next time.
Yeah, give us something to talk about.
Yeah, it's actually, it's nice answering questions, because if it's just us rambling about our project, that's maybe less interesting. And also, the community might ask things that we don't think of mentioning. And I don't know if you guys saw, but we have a street team channel. If you check it out, you can sign up for the street team, and you'll get pinged for anything that we want to push on Twitter. So that's definitely something that you can help out with to help us get more eyes on the project. And people that join in the street team, there's weekly giveaways for those people, and they also get a lot of XP, for joining.
Definitely. I'd also like to personally mention too that I think that you as a community are already doing a lot just by hanging out, being the presence that you are, and being just genuinely helpful to other people that come along into the server too. The amount of times I see somebody else, like somebody, a verified critter or even not, jump on being able to share the start here or the verify here before a mod gets to it. It's really nice. It means a lot to us, especially when it comes to spamming unsavory messages out of chat and letting us know. You're all just as quick as we were for that, so definitely wanted to thank you all for that as well. Not to keep bringing that up, but next question. Can we explain if we have any other social strategies to spread the project, like improving Instagram targeting, something like that? Wondering about using other social network channels such as Instagram again.
Yes. I want to discuss it with the team. I definitely want to put more focus on other socials. We are gonna launch a TikTok as well. I know Kendrick is working on that. I don't know if you guys saw in the assets channel, we have a bunch of cool Cranky Critter filters. You can, for now, you can use them on Snapchat, but they're also gonna get rolled out to Instagram and TikTok. I think, Kendrick, correct me if I'm wrong. And yeah, we definitely want to expand to other socials. We just have to maybe, this week internally see how we want to divide the roles, what's manageable for everyone, and if we maybe need to, ask someone else to join for socials, or if we can divide that amongst us.
Nice. So good to know. There's definitely plans to move into other spaces too, or other platforms, I should say. We've got Cattywampus asking, after Mint, this one's for Fluff, did you happen to call Rune Gas Daddy?
Oh no, I called him Gas King.
Gas King. Okay, I guess
Didn't
they
we
just
all
wanted to
call him
be
the Gas
100%
King?
sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I was calling him the Gas King. I don't think
Yeah.
I'd make that mistake personally, but
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
there were a lot of funny gifs involved. That is true.
Definitely. Uh, Massimo asks if the Cranky Critter collection will be verified soon on OpenSea.
Yeah, that's just waiting for OpenSea. That's not in our hands anymore. We've done all
Yeah.
the necessary steps. We just wait now
Yeah,
and
exactly.
spam them.
Very nice. We've got another question coming up. Rune, without getting too technical, what's your secret for such a great optimized contract? Is there any chance you would be willing to share some tricks with the NFT world so that we can all experience more projects with lower gas? Mr. Gatekeeper?
So that's pure talent. No. It's actually very simple. Because I was pretty new, I made sure I understood every letter of every contract. There's a lot of copy pasting in the NFT world, and people don't understand what they're copy pasting. It just, well, it works, but it's not gas efficient. I made sure I understood every letter of my contract. If I copy paste it and learn from other contracts, I wanted to know why did they use that and not this, and did a lot of testing and made it as efficient as possible. Funnily enough, there's another project launching this month, of which I forgot the name. I also don't know anything about the project. I only know their contract. So I'm not shilling them. And they did the exact same thing as me. And they have written an article about it. So for those who want to get technical, I'll see if I can find it again, and I'll post it somewhere. Because yeah, it's nothing. It's not real secret sauce. It's just cutting out everything you don't need. You need to make sure you know what you want your tokens to be able to do and what not, and then cut out everything you don't need. That's how you make cheap gas contracts. And they did that, so as well as us. And the littles, I don't know if there are any little holders here. They did it as well. They were a big learning step for me as well. So yeah, I've been reading a lot of contracts and also minting a lot of NFTs as well. And yeah, why were they so cheap? Did a lot of investigation, and yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
that's some really solid advice. I'm sure everybody's really happy with that, and to know that we can get a bit more info out of you too later. So I'm just going to move along into the next question. Slippy asks if Huggy is still with us.
Yeah, he's coming back as a junior mod, like I announced before. He will get the proper training now, and both mods have some rights reduced, and the junior mods will have even less rights in Discord. Is rights the right word?
Permissions.
Permission.
Yeah, permissions.
Permissions. Yeah, sorry. Uh, so that's how we're handling that. But yeah, we all love Huggy. He made a mistake, but yeah, everyone makes mistakes. The best thing we can do is learn from it, tell other people about it, and yeah, move on. So yeah, he's still with us. He'll be
Nice.
back in the server tomorrow, I think, or after Townhall. We don't know yet.
Very nice. And I know he was also very appreciative. I passed along some of the words that were being said in general in support of him, and you know it happens to the best and everything. So Huggy loves those all too. Moving to the next question, will the megas be first come first served? We touched on this before. I'll just reiterate for anybody who might not have heard. The first come first serve is something we want to take another look at, just to make sure that everybody gets a fair shot and nobody gets unnecessarily cranky because we didn't think of something to do the best that we can. So definitely more to come on that, especially as we get closer to the date when the Battle Royale happens. Our goal is for everybody to know exactly what they're getting into when it comes to the Battle Royale experience. Moving along, just came along when we were talking about the junior mod system, and this person would like to try that. They would be really happy for new experiences.
I think we still need to set up the whole system thing and how we're actually going to do it. But I'm sure as we keep growing, there will be more need for moderation.
Absolutely.
So we will keep the community posted.
And also, we do plan to hire within the community. So if if we're expanding and we're looking for more junior mods or mods, we'll definitely you guys will be the first to know.
Yeah, everyone we have now also came from within the community. So
Definitely. Okay, so I'll just take a pause in the question period to remind, I've been pinged to remind everybody, if you have been tagged in the wallet channel for OG wallet collection, please remember to drop your wallet in there. It's only if you've been tagged and you are an OG who has minted or holds, I believe, or has minted. Somebody correct me, please.
If you hold a Cranky Critter and you have an OG role and you have been pinged, you have to drop your wallet there. We have a
Awesome.
bunch of wallets, but we don't have them all. And if we don't have your wallet, we cannot send you the OG Critter Pass.
And that is definitely something you want to have if you're eligible for. All right. In which metaverse are we planning to move to?
I think, yeah, we're going for the sandbox. It's not 100% definite yet, but that's has both mine and Fluff's preference.
We have a bit of shopping to do.
Yeah, I was gonna do that today, but as you all know, I'm on a business trip. Not a business trip. I'm on a trip, and I forgot my laptop charger, so I can't access. I have no access to my wallets, so I can't buy the land today.
Very convenient.
I can buy the land today.
No,
But
no, I want to do it. I want to do it.
I know. Rune really wants to do it. We'll have to be patient until he is back. He will be back on Saturday.
Nice. So more info to come then. Slippy asks us if the Battle Royale will be using gas.
Yes, a lot. Sorry.
If that scares away people, good.
No, I want to be really honest and upfront about this. It will be more expensive than just a regular mint because you're burning 3 tokens, maybe 4, if we use a pass system. Which means you'll be burning 4 tokens and minting 1. I will make it as gas efficient as I can, like always, but be prepared for like 2 mints, maybe. The last test I ran cost about double mint of 1, if that makes sense. So not the mint of 2, but double the mint of 1. Because
2 separate mints.
Does that make sense? Yeah, 2 separate mints.
Not even the Gas King can save you in the Battle Royale.
You got to use your own wits and strengths. It's no help. Moving to the next question from Matthew. Is the Mega Crank numbers and those staying in the same collection set in stone? I believe I mean, will there be a total of 100 Mega Cranks and only ever 6,000 critters?
Yeah, there will only, if no one burns, there will be 6,000 critters. If everyone burns, there will be 5,800 critters, because the Mega Cranks will also be critters. They're in the same collection, and they will have ID 6,001 till 6,600, because there's a logic to the IDs.
I think the question was also more like, are you set on 100 or can you make it 200? I mean, that's how I
No, it's set in stone. Well, set in blockchain.
Yeah, he read it. He put it in the contract already.
All right. Will Matthew be able to buy nipple clamps using experience in the new store?
Not using experience, but if you have some cold hard cash, maybe we can make something happen.
we,
vague. It will be soon and it will work.
it'll be soon and it will work. I love it. Absolutely. Okay, so I see some typing in chat. I'm just going to move through the other channels quickly and see if there was any questions that might have landed elsewhere. But I'll just give a last reminder to anybody who wants to submit a question to do so now. Because
Also,
I
feel
hate
free
radio
to come up
silence.
on stage. I think we've had all the serious questions, so
Yes.
we have 10 more
absolutely.
minutes that that people can come up stage and ask a question or give a remark as long as it's friendly.
Definitely. So yeah, I'll be watching for raised hands as well. I've got another question from Atlanta Coffee Shops. Aside from accumulating up to 3 critters to try and get a mega crank, what benefit would there be to accumulating many more critters?
You'll get a shitload of board games.
No, well,
Shitload of board games. Love it.
first of all, we're going to be setting up a snapshot. There's going to be a voting system. The community is going to, vote on things that are going to be in the board game or mechanics that, we're unsure of and what we want your opinion on. And each critter you hold is going to count as a vote. So as you hold more critters, you'll have more voting rights. Um, and yeah, obviously, we've devised some ways that, it could also still be beneficial to you to hold more. Um, the way we're gonna do the board game is we're gonna be taking a snapshot somewhere in Q3 for I mean somewhere before shipping at least, and the people that hold the Cranky Critter are gonna get airdropped a coupon code for the board game, but the coupon code is gonna be an NFT. So for example, if you hold 3 Cranky Critters, and you don't need 3 board games, you could just use, one coupon code for you, and then put the other 2 on secondary, or on OpenSea or Nifty Gateway, whatever you prefer. I'm actually not sure if that collection would be under Nifty Gateway. Anyway, you can sell it. um, so that is something that you'll be able to do as you hold more critters.
Very nice. Um, Matthew asks, and I'll just ask if you can drop this one in the suggestions tab too, because this is definitely something to take another look at. I know there's already conversation about it in the mod chat, but wondering about a role for milestones of critters owned 5, 10, 15 plus, etc. This has been suggested a few times. We'd like to work out an elegant way to make that work, if any.
We're discussing it internally, so there will probably be some news about this fairly soon.
Very nice.
I'm not saying good news. I'm not saying bad news. There will be news fairly soon.
Will the financial statements or audit reports be visible to the community?
I think so. I think we can be completely honest with all the money stuff. That was our goal from the get-go. Problem is that they're gonna have to be in Dutch, so have fun using Google Translate.
Also,
That's fair enough.
as a part of our roadmap is donating to Offsetra and to charity, and we will also be sharing, those receipts so that you can see how much we donate, and when.
Yeah, exactly. Also, that wasn't meant sarcastically. It's just like it's a massive pain to translate all those technical money terms to another language. So we're not
Yeah.
gonna be doing that.
They were serious before when they said that transparency is the key to trust.
Yeah.
I think that's a very big thing. Even when I was asked to come along on the team, it was very, very important and very, very clear from the very start that that is the most important thing.
Yeah, and I think that
Because
people like Nature and Kenrick and Sneaks and the mods too, I think they can all attest to that like the team is incredibly transparent about everything.
oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And it's so much so that it's I consider it very refreshing as far as just getting down to brass tacks about things. There's no like yeah, that's it. No secrets. So it's much easier that way anyways. What are the ultimate dreams you all have for the project?
I would like to buy a yacht. That would be nice.
Nice.
It's not for
I
a
don't know.
Says
project.
Yellow Raccoon.
No, I want this project to be successful, and I want to build it out over the coming years. Yeah, it's kind of rough to like pin a goal on it now, because every goal I've ever made in my career, I essentially reached, and I was like, okay, what's next? So I kind of want to leave this open-ended for myself.
Nice.
Yeah, for the
For
people that.
nine.
Oh, go ahead, Rune.
No, you've missed half. You get to talk.
Thank you. Well, for the people that don't know yet, Cranky Critters is kind of my brainchild. Well, it originated from me drawing angry cutesy animals 5 years ago, and when I started doing that, I noticed there was a lot of interest in like angry cutesy funny animals, especially funny, very relatable. And I went to Rune with the idea like, oh, I wanna, wanna make a series out of it. I wanna focus on doing that. And he got the idea for the board game, and we got this whole idea for the brand. So I would say like my ultimate goal would be, that this becomes such a huge brand that it can compete with, you know, all the brands that like Nintendo or whatever. I think that would be the ultimate dream. Realistic dream would be just a successful brand that you can find in stores and that has a range of products that people are crazy about, and will have products for grown-ups that are funny and that are like witty and not appropriate for children, but we'll also have things for children. I mean, these could be so funny as plushies, or as children's books about emotions, stuff like that. I have so many ideas, for the brand and directions that we could take this. Not only board games. Obviously, the board games are going to be a big part of it. If I'm being honest, it would be so cool if we could have multiple games. Like we would have we would have different board games, or like we would have like a party game, and we would have like maybe a 1v1 brawl thing, something that you could then play online. Yeah, a lot of cool ideas. I think just the main goal for me would be to make a big brand out of it, and that would be my life's goal.
Like we would meet people in a couple of years, and we see them having something of Cranky Critters without us having had to sell it to them. If that makes sense.
Yeah, if you can find us in all your stores.
Yeah, not just a board game, like their kids have Cranky Critter lunchboxes or
A family brand of
oh
sorts.
yeah,
And
but
during
yeah.
all this, I mean, with all these goals and dreams that we have, this is the start. So the people getting in now, you guys, the holders, you're our first supporters. You're the ones that will always reward and think about rewarding. So, wherever we go in the future, whatever, products we'll have in the stores, or whatever, events we schedule and whatnot, we'll make sure that you have the most exclusive things.
Mighty Pete was saying, board game expansions also. I might even mean early access to those.
Oh, expansion is on the roadmap. And definitely expansions, plural. We have so many ideas. Yeah.
We've got another question here. It's a great example to sort of align with, like Rune was saying, effect, not versus, not goal. Someone was asking about the floor goal. Rune, I was wondering if you wanted to maybe answer this one vocally for everybody.
Yeah, so we've always considered, because people ask us, do you care about the floor? And sometimes the short answer is no. But the honest answer is a bit more complex. We care about the floor because it's a metric that people use, but it's not one of our KPIs. As I said before, our KPI is getting number of unique holders up, If we would get it to 3,000, which is ambitious for a 6,000 token collection, especially with burning coming, that's more our goal, which we will focus on, than getting the floor price up. Also, building our roadmap for us is more important than focusing on the floor. The floor for us is the effect that will happen automatically if we focus on what we build. Build it, they will come. We've built a community. Now it's time to start rewarding the community because they've shown they believe in us, and we begin rewarding. We continue building. Yeah, and the floor will follow. I'm sure of that. This doesn't mean we won't reach out to bigger names or make efforts to get our name known. But then again, the goal here is mostly not getting price pumps, but getting more unique holders. And I think maybe if I forgot something, Fluff can
Yeah, I think it's
unfold.
correlated. As you gain more unique holders, the price will go up. Well, the floor will go up because it'll get more scarce. People will only have one, or maybe two, will be less inclined to sell it because they want to keep on keep holding on to those benefits. So yeah, the main metric we're aiming for is unique holders, but we do care about the floor because we know the community cares about the floor. Not like right now, because obviously it's day two, gas is through the roof, and we don't expect to be 1 ETH right now. But our goal is to get a higher floor, but to make a steady climb up, not to pump it all the way up through some influencer tweets, and then go all the way down again, making people feel like they bought high or something. We want to focus on creating value, and the floor will come with that. I'm sure. If you look at comparable projects with a lot of solid communities and a lot of ambitious roadmaps, like we mentioned before, Kumo or Little Lemon Friends, they were way below mint for a while, and then as their unique holders went up, eventually the market regulates and the demand will be higher than the what's the other word I'm looking for?
Supply.
Supply. Yes, the demand will be higher than the supply, but it takes a while. It's not going to be on day two because this is not a pumped up project. We've been building this organically from the start. We didn't expect to have we didn't even expect to sell out, so we didn't expect to have a pumped up floor. This is, going according to our calculations. Um, but yeah, if I can be ambitious, I want my floor to be above 1 ETH eventually, yes.
I'd even go as far as saying that's realistic, seeing everything we're working on. But of course, not making any promises, not financial advice. You never know what this market's gonna do. If we were in it just to make money, and just like get a big floor from the start and then teeter off and disappear with all the money, we would have just made like an ape derivative project. It's not hard to make money in this space as an NFT project, but we're purposefully like doing this because we want to do this.
It
Yeah,
shows.
and rest assured, even if the floor stays like this for years, we've budgeted everything so we can get our roadmap to 100% completion with the budget we have right now.
Exactly. We will deliver on everything we promised and more.
A little bit more.
A little bit more.
That's exciting. I think I got everybody's questions. I know we're coming up on a little bit over an hour and a half now. That's it's a pretty decent town hall, especially for the first one after mint.
I do think
I just like.
Caddy's raising his hand though.
Oh, true that.
Sorry.
Let me just grab him up. I'll just before I bring him up, I just wanted to quickly remind everybody again: if you are tagged as an OG in the wallet collection channel, we need your wallet address, because then that's the only way to get the OG pass. Caddy, I've invited you up on the stage. Come on down.
Oh, is Caddy coming? I have to go.
Time for the Getty show.
Testing 1 2.
I can leave. It's okay.
No. You're welcome.
Oh, why would we bring you up otherwise? Come on.
I don't know. To yell at me.
We can do that with you in the audience, Caddy.
Rune, can I call you Gas Daddy?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, good. I just wanted to just congratulate you guys again. I'm stoked. I'm ready. When are we doing NFT NYC? I'll make a trip from Florida.
When is NFT MIC? I think it's in late June. I think.
Yeah, late June. I think 20 something. Let me just check now.
June 21st to the 23rd.
Yeah.
Sneaks on point.
On it.
I'm
That
down.
makes-
I'm setting it on my calendar.
Yeah, he's booking his trip already. He has his hotel open.
Oh, it'd be a blast to see people from the community over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So
have
Fluff is who meet at that time.
Please, Gas Daddy, you talk.
So Fluff, that would mean this would be our honeymoon.
I know, but it's kind of fitting, right? I know you wanted to go to somewhere luxurious or like islandy, but we could do like a few days New York and then fly to somewhere
Long
islandy.
Island.
I don't know.
New York is essentially an island, and you have fancy hotels. So.
Yeah, but he wanted like the beach and palm trees and tropical nature.
Then just come to Florida.
Florida.
Well, I'll
might
be there.
cool. I think just for the people, pretty much everyone that doesn't know us, me and Rune, we haven't been on a trip for years. We've been, stuck with kids. That's a bit sad. We were planning on doing our honeymoon in 2020, but then because of COVID, it got cancelled, and it's been cancelled for a while now. So we could really use a nice vacation. Yes.
All right. I
Did
guess that's it.
Did
Or
I kill
any
the
new
chat? Sorry.
questions?
No, sorry. I was just looking through to see if there was any other questions.
We were just expecting you to slide into monologue, so.
I'm trying real hard not to. I thought I was doing a good job.
I was so hoping when you started like, we want to be like all the name brands. I was hoping you were gonna go on like a Kanye West level rant, like
What?
Gaga, Nike, the famous rant he did on
Oh, really?
the Apple Music
Yeah.
show. Yeah, I'll send it to you. It's very funny.
I didn't know. No.
I love that. I love that segment of the
think
interview.
Rune
Oh,
said
it's
it.
so good.
I think Rune said it better. Like, I want to see kids have our lunch boxes, or, I want to see our stuff in stores.
That's a cool goal. Okay, so I think this town hall has reached its natural conclusion. I'll finish off by saying thank you to everybody who joined in. As always, you all have the event role, or should. Those that have been here will see that they gain up a rank or two afterwards. There's plenty of stuff coming, so definitely check the events tab, especially with the sellout event coming up soon, and more information coming out soon about the Critter Pass as well as the Battle Royale. I almost said Battle Pass, but that's Fortnite. So yeah, thank you everybody for showing up. We'll invite you now to pack up your chair and yeah, head on out.
And let me.
Get out of my chat.
Quick note: the fees what the fuck drop is happening in 20 minutes from now. So if you suddenly find yourself with a shitload of cash, just feel free to sweep the floor.
What's dropping?
Fees. Yeah, but okay. So I actually wanted to. As soon as you said that, I needed to talk about it. So let me go to this real quick. Give me 2 seconds.
All right. While you're looking it up, let me say something. Can everyone stop putting their referral links in general?
Oh yes, please.
If you have to, do it in Shill. We know about the project. You're not dropping alpha. We know about it. Put your referral links in Shill, so we don't annoy people in general.
Thank you.
Okay. So Harry.eth on
the airdrop. It says an airdrop where users are paying 0.01 ETH for their allocation on top of a 0.1% transfer fee. So it looks like the person that created the code is skimming off the top, and there's a scale to it. I can send you the link if you like.
Yeah, I know.
Majority of the people are well, not a majority, but some of the people that we were talking about it earlier, and in the Discord that I moderate, they're saying that it's a hard pass for them. But I mean, it's up to you guys. I just want you to be aware of what's going on.
Yeah, essentially the problem there is that it got advertised as a free airdrop, which it isn't. It's actually a token drop. It's actually an NFT drop, if you really think about it, because you need to pay a fee to actually get it. So yeah, if that rubs you wrong that it's not actually a free airdrop, but kind of an NFT drop, then I totally understand that people want to stay away. I still think
That's good to know.
I still like enough financial advice, but I still feel like I could turn it for a profit. So I'm gonna try.
Arno, we need to talk about the definition of an NFT because that's not an NFT drop at all.
Sell me all your chickens, Arno.
Chickens? What?
Yeah, all your chickens.
Oh no, no. I only have cool chickens. But I did notice that there's 3 chickens up on stage, 2 raccoons and 1 bee, and 1 ape for some reason. So chicken gang.
Yeah, I was repping the
Gang
bunnies pretty hard early, but I've fully converted. I'm a chicken gang
Chicken
member now.
gang.
Hell yeah.
I think so.
But you were so bunny.
I was. I don't know. I fell in love with this
Yeah,
very dapper chicken gentleman
It
here.
does look really cool.
Who else do we have? Chicken gang. Oh, Fruit Loops is also a chicken gang. That's nice. Nice. We like the loops.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to get me a
guys,
chicken mega crank. So
I can see Hobbsy there repping the bees. I can see Ham Gangster repping the bees. Massimo.
Yes,
I've got some bee
we are
rep
gonna
there.
we are gonna wrap up because we have critter convos coming up.
Yeah, sure.
And I think Rune has to go to bed.
good night, Roan or Gas Daddy.
Good night, Gas Daddy.
Hey, Kerry.
Yes, I'm gonna make this a thing.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Thanks guys for
Never
tuning
stop
in.
trying.
I know it was a long one. I think it's also because we just launched and there's a lot of new people. Normally we do keep it within the hour. Really appreciate, you tuning in and asking a lot of questions. That's always fun. I recorded this. I'll put it up on our YouTube. Anyone that missed it can listen in on it.
Sweet.
Nice.
Thank you guys for having me up here, and as always, I love you guys, and I only wish you the best.
You too, Caddy.
Thank you, Caddy. Really appreciate it.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.